Hi there. Thanks for joining us for our I-84 corridor update for July of 2024. I'm Matt Kreisenbeck, Community Outreach Coordinator for District 3 of the Idaho Transportation Department. I'm here with Stiles Salick, Resident Engineer for District 3. We're here today to give you an update about what's happening this month on I-84. Crews are hard at work on the Karcher Interchange and Centennial Way to Franklin Road projects. Let's start with an update about the Karcher Interchange. Stiles, tell me, what's the latest on this project?
Yeah, Matt, for the last month, we have been milling and paving Karcher Road between Middleton Road and the I-84 westbound ramps. Crews have completed this work in the existing lanes and on I-84 ramps. There are still some small areas we will need to pave throughout construction. As a reminder, this work is happening at nighttime so crews can reduce impacts to motorists. When driving in this area, you can continue to expect to see nighttime lane closures.
It sounds like paving is really moving along as scheduled. Last month, you mentioned that crews are preparing to widen the Karcher Interchange Bridge by adding an additional westbound lane. Do you have an update about that work for us?
At this time, crews are continuing to work underneath and around the interchange bridge to prepare the new lane. It will take a few months before we will be ready to place girders and work on the surface of the new lane.
It's really great to see the progress at the Karcher Interchange. Last month, we had a lot of changes on I-84 between the Centennial Way and Franklin Road interchanges. Can you tell us what crews are up to on westbound I-84 now that the traffic shift is complete?
Yeah, you're right, Matt. We did a lot of changes on this stretch of I-84. This gave us the space to start removing concrete from the westbound lanes. This process requires a concrete breaker to break up the old concrete so crews can dig up the roadway and remove it from the work zone. Removing concrete is a loud process and is expected to take a few weeks to complete. Crews are removing around 30,000 tons of concrete on the westbound lanes. This is approximately 1,200 truckloads of concrete and materials. We appreciate your patience and we are working to remove the concrete as quickly and safely as possible. Once the concrete has been cleared out, we will begin to build the new westbound lanes on I-84.
That sounds great, Stiles. Is there anything else that motorists should expect in this area over the next few weeks?
Right now, crews are preparing to close 10th Avenue underneath I-84 so they can demolish the westbound portion of the bridge. We plan to close the roadway the week of July 22nd, which is coming up quickly. Due to the type of bridge, this demo will take a few weeks to complete. Once demolition starts, 10th Avenue will remain closed until the demo has been completed. Crews plan to work during the weekdays and reopen 10th Avenue on the weekends. When it reopens, the road will be reduced to one lane in each direction until next year. As always, our team will be sending out updates with more details.
That's right. If you want to stay informed about when to expect the road to close, use the information on your screen to sign up for text or email updates. We've had a couple of questions from the public since we began breaking concrete on I-84. Our question of the month is, how does the concrete breaker work?
Yeah, that's a great question. The concrete breaker has a very large hammer that gets lifted and dropped onto the concrete to break it. Crews can adjust how high to place that hammer before it drops, depending on how thick that concrete is. The hammer on the concrete breaker weighs over 10,000 pounds, so you may notice vibrations if you're near the project area when it's dropped. Again, we appreciate your patience as we work to remove the old roadway surface on I-84.
Stiles, that's one hammer you don't want your thumb under. Thank you for that information. Do you have a safety message that you'd like to share with our viewers today?
Yes, I do. With all the changes that have happened on I-84 this summer, we ask that motorists use caution when driving in the work zones. Pay attention to the signage directing traffic. Without those signs, it can be difficult to determine where you are supposed to go. Keep yourself, other drivers, and construction crew members safe by following the signage and the posted speed limits.
Thank you for that reminder, Stiles. Always important to follow speed limits. Thank you all for watching with us today. Have a great month and drive safely.